Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage, and welcome back to Community Fridays. Today's episode is going to be very special for two things. One, we have a really awesome deck that I want to show off, but also, like Dr. Eggman, I've come to make an announcement. This deck was sent to me by Aaron from the Ohio Weiss Schwarz crew. They are just really awesome people in general, and Aaron's been a really awesome dude to chat with. They are going to be hosting a tournament this weekend, as you can see on screen right now. The Ohio Weiss Schwarz Summer Solstice. I messed up there. The Summer Solstice, as you can see on the pun here. A whole weekend of Weiss Schwarz. The day that this comes out, they're going to be having a free play day. But tomorrow and Sunday, they have two different tournaments. Tomorrow looks to be just kind of a just single player tournament. But Sunday they will have a trios, which is really awesome, and a waifu tournament. I just noticed that. He had reached out to me stating that, hey, we have this tournament going on. Do you think you'll be able to make it? I told him, sadly, I can't, but I can still advertise for the thing if you want. So he said, hell yeah. So he sent me this deck, and we're going to take a look at it right here, right now. But yeah, no, definitely go check them out. Link for this, because it will be streamed. Link for this will be in the description. It's going to be streamed by the Refresh Point boys. Like, really awesome guys. Love Steve and Jazzy so much. They're just so awesome. So definitely go check them out. Link for it will be in the description. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. So, the title, Some Pre-Made Deck I Bought in Akihabara. First off, we're off to a great start. We got a little bit of every single color in this, which is kind of interesting, but hey, I'm curious to see what man's been cooking here. Or, I guess not him, but whoever cooked it before he bought it. Regardless, let's take a look here. So obviously it is from the Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, aka Project Sekai set. So I'm not as familiar with a lot of the cards in here. I do know this one off the top of my head, but he's not running the combo for it. I recognize some other trial deck cards and whatnot in here, but for the most part, I'm not as familiar with this set. So let's jump right into it. First off, we have 3 copies of Rainy Distance Saki Tenma. I'm going to be learning a lot of new names today. 8/5. If your waiting room has 2 or less climax, this gets minus a level in hand. Okay. Oh, well, okay, I see why this is played. This card can be played from your hand without fulfilling color requirements. Like, that already makes this a step above the rest. Even though, as you can see from my head here, he is running yellow anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you could splash this into any deck, which is really good. This gets 1,000 power for each other music character in your backstage. And when this is placed on stage from your hand, you can discard any card. If you do, put the top card of your clock into your stock. Early play, stock healers, always very nice. I can understand why that's a 3 of. Next, we have 3 copies of More Jump. It's just all capital. I know that's like the group name or whatever, but it's just really funny. Haruka Kiritani. It's a 3/2/9K. When this is placed on stage from your hand, put up to 1 card from the top of your clock in the waiting room, and this gains 1,500 power till end of turn. More heals, more power. When this card attacks, if you have another music character, you may pay the cost, which is pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck, choose up to 2 cards from among them, put them back on top of their deck in any order, and put the rest into their waiting room. So a kind of half Mocha Bang Dream combo here, being able to possibly snipe some climaxes off the top of the deck. So really nice there. 2 copies of Rooftop Friendship Mizuki Akiyama. If you have 4 more music characters, this gets minus a level while in hand. Okay, so that, once again, another good early play. We have 2 early plays out of our level 3 so far. Placed on stage, if you have 2 or more other music characters, this gains 25, so she'll be a 10/5 with music character encore. Placed on stage from hand, look at up to X cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 card amongst them, add to hand. X is equal to the number of music characters you have. So early play, and it gets to dig and possibly, grab your climax combos. Okay. Right. Next, we have 2 copies of 3/2/10,500, so slightly oversized. Leo Need Ichika Hoshino. When this is placed on stage from your hand, choose up to 1 character with a level equal to or lower than your level in your hand. Put it in any position of your stage, and this card gets 2,000 power till end of turn. Typically, a lot of times I see that it'll give the buff to the card you're summoning, but it gives it to herself. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may pay the cost. Pay 3, pitch 1, deal 2 damage to your opponent, look at the top card of your deck, put it on top or bottom of your deck. Okay. So you can choose your trigger for the next character that's attacking, or if she's the last one, you can possibly get like a non-climax off the top of the deck. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. One copy of Discover More Hatsune Miku. This is really cute. I actually wanted to make a deck based off of this climax combo because it is the mocha I mentioned before. It's literally that on like, I think a pants trigger or something, but you mainly run it for this first effect. 3/2, 10,500. When this is placed on stage from your hand, you may rest one of your standing characters. If you do, your opponent chooses one climax in their waiting room, return all cards except that card from their waiting room to their deck and shuffle their deck. So it is the what people refer to as a Fumio. So just really good to have. You're gonna run blue, and you're gonna run this in every single deck, from what I've been told. All right, so getting to the level 2s, and this is the first climax combo of the deck. It's a 2/1/5K, Delightfully Ridiculous Nene Kusanagi. If you have 2 or more other music characters, this gains 5k power and +1 soul, which is really major, because that means it's just outright a 10k 2 soul, so it's basically the stats of a level 3, like the base stats of level 3, before climax or anything of that nature, and you're summoning this out for just at level 2, which is really cool. When this card attacks, if a backstage operator is in your climax area, you have another music character. Choose up to 1 music character in your waiting room, return it to your hand. This gets the following ability until end of turn. When damage dealt by this card is cancelled, this gets 4k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So just an on-attack salvage, and if you just so happen to cancel, you have to deal with a minimum of a 14,000 on your opponent has to deal with a 14k on their next turn. Which I guess they're like, if the damage sticks, it's good. So backstage operator is a choice trigger, so it's a 1k1, meaning this is going to be a 3 soul when it swings, barring whatever you trigger. The chances of the cancel, I mean, if it doesn't cancel, your opponent's eating some stuff, you're winning. But if it does cancel, that like you're very much going to have to deal with a fucking wall the next turn. That's nasty. 1 copy of Shining Rainbow Kagamine Rin, one of the OG Vocaloids. Hell yeah. It's a level assist in front and a act. Rest this to choose one of your characters and put it into your stock. Just, hey, you fulfilled all that you need to do. You're gonna get nommed. Okay. 1 copy of that. 1 copy of Legendary Songstress Hatsune Miku. Very legendary. 3k backup, and it's the memory kick from the trial deck. Very nice there. We got another backup. Was it 1? 1? Okay, yeah. 1 copy of Grateful for Courage, Honami Mochizuki. It's a 2,500 backup. Oh, this is the anti-change. When you use this card's backup, you can pay to sack a character. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters with a level higher than their level and put it into their waiting room. For such a high cost for that, I feel it shouldn't go to the waiting room. I feel that should be like a stock kick or some shit, because you're paying essentially 2 stock, or 3 stock, I'm sorry, and sacking a character. I mean, the sacking the character is just as useful for like making certain your opponent does get like an on reverse finisher effect, like that clock shoots or some shit. But being able to like paying that much feels excessive. I don't know. I'm just weird, but still good. You got to have the anti-change. Next, we're getting to the level 1s, which makes sense that the level 1s don't have climax combos because your level 2 is where the climax combo is. All to see you smile Kagamine Rin, a 1045 on attack. Choose one of your other music characters. It gets X power to end of turn, X to the number of other music characters you have times 500. So with the full field, you can give somebody a 2k. Okay. It's other, so it can't even give it to itself. That's sad. When this attacks, all of your characters get the following ability till end of turn. When this card's trigger check reveals a climax with a gold bar in its trigger icon, you may draw 1 card. If you do, choose 1 card in your hand, put it into your waiting room. So it has just gold bar. Was there another gold bar combo that I missed? Oh, okay, so there's a gold bar combo coming up. Okay. I was like, I know I saw gold bar earlier when I glanced down at the choice, but I was like, I didn't see a climax combo at level 3 or anything. Okay, so that's the other advantage engine. So double advantage engine combos, might as well. Okay, yeah. So typical gold bar. See, typically this would be done in like an 8 gold bar build, but you're relying just in case this happens. Give the buffs and everything. Okay. Then 3 copies of A View to Share with Someone Special, Hatsune Miku. Always, that's just adorable. 1035. This can be played from your hand without fulfilling color requirement. Okay, so that makes sense why it's a level 1, considering you're going to be trying to get green and or yellow, and then you can just summon this anyway, so it doesn't matter. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can pitch a climax. If you do, choose one music character in waiting room added to hand. And during this card's battle, when the damage you receive is canceled, you can return this card to your hand. Okay, so you play this without color requirements. Use it to pitch your extra gold bars to salvage, and then it can possibly bounce back to your hand to reuse the salvaging effect. That's really nice, actually. That's really good. All right, so that is it for the ones. Going on to the level zeros. 3 copies of Gift from Above and Nene Kusanagi. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1. Put a music character from your waiting room at the bottom of your clock. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 level 1 or lower character. I'm assuming you're gonna probably be grabbing the climax combo with this, but I mean, regardless, you got plenty of good options, it looks like. So 3 copies of that. 1 copy of Wonderlands and Showtime Rui Kamishiro. There's a guy in this? Hold on. No, I'm messing. But this is from the trial deck. Beginning of your climax phase, choose a music character and give it at 1,000. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can rest 2 of your standing characters. If you do, choose one of your characters, it gets the following ability until end of turn. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may put the top card of your deck into your stock. I personally don't care for the blind stocking effect. I guess just giving someone 1,000 is what you use this for. Unless you know for a fact that, you don't have any climaxes left in the deck, maybe you're getting close to refresh or something, then you could do this, but, I don't like the blind stock effect. I just don't. That's just me personally, to each their own. Next we have Leonid Shiho Hinomori. It's a 0/03K, it can't side attack. Placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1, pitch 1, search your deck for a music character. Good drop, searcher. Wait, was this also? This is also from the trial deck. Okay, cool. Well, one of the 5 trial decks. I realize I keep saying that. We have More Jump, Airi Momoi. This is the climax swapper. Pay 1, pitch a climax on play to grab back any climax. So, gotta have that, most definitely. Which is gonna be really nice considering Gold Bar is just gonna stick in your hand, anyway. So you're like, cool, I always have something to pitch. Speaking of the Gold Bar, we have 0015, The Secret to Being an Idol Airi Momoi. Momoi. Okay. Sorry, it's early in the morning, my brain is getting tongue-tied. When Follow Your Dreams is placed on your climax area, if you have 2 or more other music characters, so minimum of this and 2 other characters. Look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 music character from amongst them, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. And a spammable brainstorm, pay 1, mill 4 for each climax. Perform the following actions. Search your deck for a music character and add it to your hand and then discard 1 card. Huh. I typically don't see a climax combo like this on a spammable brainstorm. That's interesting. And considering I see other brainstormers coming up, this is very interesting because you could really abuse this every single turn to get advantage. Even if you don't do the brainstorm, the climax combo is still really good. I do like that. 4 copies of that. 4 copies of Because We're Partners, Akito Shinonome. So 0015. If you have another music character, this gains 1500 power, so it'll be a 3K. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, if there's a character facing this card, you can move this to an open position of your center stage, so it can run from in front of something. 4 copies of that. 2 copies of Be My Rival, Hatsune Miku. No one could ever rival you. When your other character's battle opponent becomes reversed, choose one of your music characters, and that character gets 500 power till end of turn. Brainstorm, pay 1, rest this, mill 4 for each climax, salvage back a character. Very, very good, very understandable. Lastly, we have an event. Let's Sing Together. This looks so cute. It's a level 2, 3 cost counter event. If you have 5 or more music characters, choose 1 character in battle, and that character gets the following ability until end of turn. This card cannot deal damage to a player. Then choose one of your characters, and that character gets 1500 power till end of turn. Literally, for anybody who ever played against To Love Ru, this is Darkness Plan. Basically, you're like, cool, you're going to try to deal damage to me? I don't think so, buddy. That's so good. That it has to be the character in battle. It's not that is currently battling, your opponent's character that's currently battling. It's not like you can use this and go, oh, I'm going to pick your other character over here that hasn't swung yet, So, sadly, unable to be done there. It does say choose, so you do have to worry about hexproof, but for the most part, just being able to go, cool, you're not dealing damage to me, I'm going to survive this attack. That's still major regardless, so that is kind of really cool there. All right, 2 copies of that. 4 copies of Backstage Operator for the level 2. Oh, she's just sitting there playing games. Someone go give her a hug. 4 copies of Follow Your Dreams, and just, dancing on the rooftops as they do in all anime. And that is going to be it for us today. Thank you very much, Aaron, for sending this to me. And thank you very much for, obviously, the invite to the Ohio Weiss Schwarz tournament. I will put the thing on screen once again, just for showing. Definitely check this out. Go check out the stream. Link for it will be in the description. Do please go check them out. Give them some awesome support. I love it when anybody does any events like this and tries to bring the community together. That's just a really big thing. I wish I could go, man. I really wish I could go to this. So I thank you for the invite regardless. It is greatly appreciated. And thank you, obviously, to the Refresh Point boys for doing the streaming and running that for him and for the Ohio Weiss Schwarz people. Just it's really awesome that they are doing that as well. So thank y'all very much once again for watching. I'm just going to leave this on screen just so y'all can see it through the entire thing. I don't know if you can scan the little QR code thingy from the picture, but if you can, cool, go check it out. We know some people who are also going, so shout outs to Audrey and her group going up there. I know they said they plan to play, so we know some other people also going to play as well. So good luck to everybody in the tournament, and I hope everyone has a whole bunch of fun. Y'all stay safe, and as always, stay based.